So all these people that are talking about, like the two witnesses before Christ returns, before Christ returns, always, everywhere. The two witnesses are the two olive stands, aren't they, to stand before the Lord. So that's Moses and Jesus. 1,260 days. That's the tribulation period of the church. So that's ended. They're waiting for them to come, but that's ended. Unless I'm one of them and I go to Babylon, Vatican City, and they shoot me, and I'll fall down dead for 48 hours or whatever, and get back up again. And then there's an earthquake in Vatican City. It could be a second, but it would be, again, a dual fulfillment. But all these people everywhere, obviously everywhere, no one's engaged their brain. So obviously everyone in the world believes in reincarnation, everywhere. There's absolute proof of reincarnation. I mean, there's, like I say, children in India who, speak a different language at 6. Remember places that they've never been at, like 4, and there's so massive amounts of evidence for reincarnation. And who do you say I am? Jesus said. I said I believed in reincarnation. I didn't question the Pharisees' belief in reincarnation. Question many things, but not that. The Pharisees believed in reincarnation. Jews believe in reincarnation. Reincarnation is a Bible doctrine. So just on this one occasion, everybody seems to think that when Jesus comes back. What a shame, hey? Because there's so many contradictions. For example, Jesus is coming back as a thief in the night, yet every eye shall see him. So obviously not at the same time then. So it's not. Everyone's expecting him to come back and, oh look, in the sky floating down is Jesus. Every eye shall see him. But he comes as a thief in the night, and again, his feet shall stand upon. This is just talking about a physical man. There's lots of examples that say he's going to come back as a physical man. So, and like I say, obviously, you all know that Herod killed lots of babies when Jesus came last time. So, wouldn't we want to give the impression, perhaps to the profane or the people who don't understand Bible symbolism, that he'll be floating down from heaven and we don't have to kill lots of babies again? Because that's exactly what happened. That's exactly the truth of it. So what a shame you couldn't work that out, because all these people that are never going to see Jesus coming. They're never going to see him because I'm already here and the second coming's ending. I'm really tired. And, it's so obvious as well that there had to be a whole narrative and story behind the second coming, because Jesus is coming back and with no story and nothing for people to learn from. That's not very impressive. That's not very good, is it? He's just going to come back and not say anything, but just slaughter all the sinners without a story and without a narrative. And look at the narrative of the real, true narrative of the second coming. So many lessons are learnt from the truth, the process of the second coming. It's just, obviously, Jesus is the theme of the second coming is how to escape abusive relationships. My brother and my mother are requested to be reincarnated with. The two worst abusers. My brother represents the English political class, psychotic, and my mother represents the Roman Catholic Church. These two, the two worst abusers, are English political, according to my angels, the two worst abusers, English political class and Church of Rome. That's who we're dealing with. So I intentionally requested to be reincarnated on the level of microcosm with the two worst abusers. So obviously we've planned to come back at the worst possible time to be received and for it to work out well on the level of macrocosm, because the same as on the microcosm level represent the macrocosm, so the worst two abusers, so the worst people to come back to. So there's going to be wrath. There's going to be lessons to learn. Obviously, one of them is that Jesus doesn't forgive you forever. There is a limit. So many lessons of the second coming. That if you brutalise someone, again, I was born on that intersection between the middle class suburbs and the projects or the Title Council estate, and I've been brutalised and I've changed, and that's another message or a lesson of the second coming. That because my family think people are the same no matter what, and of course that's not true. I knew that wasn't true. And like I said, the story of Lunny, who saw his mum get stabbed when he was 6, and that's why he's like what he is. My best friend. I've told you his story. He's part of the second coming. All these people, all their stories are lessons to be learned from the second coming. You wouldn't have got that if I'd have just come floating down from the clouds like all these very sad people believe. What a shame. Could you help? Spread the message, get the message out, tell them I'm back, tell them it's nearly over, and there's lots of lessons for future generations to learn, but it'd be really good if a lot of people are going to lose their faith and think that I never came when I did. Again, they hid me.